Good morning everybody, Mel Soul here on November the 21st, 2017. November the 21st is a Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we do Troubleshot Tuesdays. So I want to talk about various bunker shots. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to hit a high bunker shot, a soft bunker shot, a running bunker shot. So we've got basically three wedges that we tend to use in the bunker. There's a lob wedge or 60 degree, there's a sand wedge 56 degrees, and a gap wedge which is usually around 52 degrees. All of these also have slightly different bounces. So my lob wedge has 6 degrees of bounce, my sand wedge has 10 degrees of bounce, and my gap wedge has 9 degrees of bounce. So the tendency with a lob wedge with low bounces, I will use that in sand that is fairly firm. I will use the sand wedge which has got a little bit more bounce when the sand is a little bit more fluffy. So the sand I'm in here now, it's a little bit fluffy on top and it's a little bit firm underneath. So I can really use either club here. So the first shot I want to talk to you about is just a standard bunker shot that I want to run out. So the flag is a little bit further back in the green, so I want this trajectory to be a little bit lower, hit the green and release back to the flag. That's the shot that typically you'll see the most on a weekend in the bunkers with the pros. So what I would usually go there with is my gap wedge, and I'll use my gap wedge because of the loft. And the second thing I want to do is when I hit this shot, I'm going to release. So I want to actually close the club face slightly like that. That's going to give me that lower trajectory and it's going to allow the ball to run out. So everything else is the same. My setup, my ball position is directly off my left heel. I'm aiming about 2 inches behind the ball. You can see how my hand turned over and that ball hit the green and rolled a good 20-25 feet. That's what I would call a standard bunker shot. Now, if I want to play the shot and get a little bit more height, so now I'm going to use either my sand wedge or my lob wedge. In this case, because I can feel the sand underneath here is a bit firm, I'm going to go with the lob wedge. And this time, I just want a high soft shot, nothing fancy, but I don't want it to roll out this time. The flag's a little closer. I want to get the ball. So now I play exactly the same shot with one small difference. When I come through, I don't do the release. Now I hold the club face open. So I keep my right hand under a little bit. So when I play this shot, so now I held through. That gave me a little bit more height. You can see by the trajectory of that one, it was a little higher. That's going to land, it's going to roll maybe 5 or 6 feet. The final one is when I want to play a high shot that I need to stop very quickly. So what I want to do here is I actually want to now move the ball. My normal ball position is about off my left heel. So I'm actually now going to move that forward to about the instep. I'm actually going to have a very slightly negative shaft lean going here, and when I take this foot, I'm going to make it a little wider. The reason I want to make it wider is I'm trying to keep my hips very quiet. What happens when I keep my hips quiet, the club head speed's increasing, the club head's actually going to pass my hands. You can see when the club head passes my hands, I get a lot of backward lean on the shaft and I increase the loft. That's going to give me a nice high shot. So I'm setting that back there, a little bit wider. And so now that ball went higher. You can see I had to swing harder. So I made a bigger swing back and a bigger swing through because the ball is not going to go as far. It's going to now go high, but it's going to stop fairly quickly. So that's your trouble shots for Tuesday, the 21st of November. The running bunker shot, the soft bunker shot, and the high bunker shot. Go to the range, try it out.